Hi, my name's Paul. I'm a medical practitioner and I've had central sleep apnea for over 20 years. In this next few minutes I'm going to explain to you how I've managed to control this life-threatening condition. I first of all tried CPAP, which I found unsuccessful. I still had the headaches, morning confusion and tiredness. I also discovered that I would still wake up not breathing, and in fact I would stop breathing before falling to sleep. So I needed something else. I needed a machine that would cause me to breathe whether I liked it or not. So I've ended up with a respirator. I'll now show you the parts of this respirator. This model is over 20 years old. They tend to work for 10 years at a time without a service. It works on volume. It has dials to control the volume and respiratory rate, the time it takes for inspiration. The details on the controls have disappeared over 10 years ago, but it still functions quite well. It has a bellows inside, unlike CPAP, which provides a constant pressure, or in some cases variable pressure. It gives a constant volume per respiration, and you can see the bellows there working away quite happily. And you can see the electronics that control it. This works on Australian 240 voltage and US 125 voltage. It also works on 12 volt. It has its air outlet, which goes on up to a mask, and it has a exhaust valve. When this machine comes from the factory, the exhaust valve is up near the mask, but the exhaust valve is noisy and produces condensation, and will certainly keep you awake at night. So you need the exhaust valve away from you, preferably down near the floor. And condensation is still a problem, so that's why I'm using a heated tube. So we've got the inlet going up to a wire junction, then it goes up to the mask, in this case fitting over my nose, and then going to a heated tube and then to the exhaust valve. The exhaust valve is controlled by pressure from the bellows. I've tried the masks that go over the nose, and the problem is that they need to be on very tightly. Any leaks with this machine and you will not benefit from it. And I've found that the mask that fits just over the nostrils is ideal, far more comfortable with far less leaks. As I said, any leaks can be a problem, and if one uses this machine and has their mouth drop open while they're sleeping, air will come rushing out their mouth and they'll lose benefit from it. So one must keep their mouth closed while using this. I've had to devise my own chin strap because I could not find a commercial one to do the job. The chin strap that I've designed is made from a baseball cap with the visor removed. Here it is here. It has bands, solid bands, flexible bands going to the back of the hat, to the chin cup, and elastic wide bands going to the front of the hat. The cup has been made to fit my chin, which I produced by using plaster of Paris. So I've had a plaster of Paris mould made to suit my chin, and then I've had the reverse mould made over the top of that. Then I've acquired some low melting point plastic from my local orthotics department at the hospital, and this is then heated to boiling point, put inside the first mould, and the second mould is clamped on top of it, and then you end up with something that fits exactly on your chin because it's moulded exactly to your chin. And that's what this cup is here. I'll just put this on to show you how it fits. This works well enough to cause my teeth to grind. I've never been a tooth grinder until using this, but teeth grinding is a minor penalty to pay to have this condition controlled. So that's the chin strap on correctly at the moment. So I have some difficulty opening my mouth against those elastic straps on the side. The other piece of equipment that I've used to control my sleep apnea is a oximeter. The problem is with using this, you wake up in the morning and if you don't feel well, did you have not enough air or did you have too much air? And that's where the oximeter has been useful, although I don't use this all the time now, but it is a useful occasional monitoring device. And that's about it. Thank you.
Okay.
One of the problems that I've had to resolve is bloating, waking up in the morning with a tummy so tight, an abdomen so tight that you can hardly do up your shoes, and painful, and having to wait an hour or so for it to settle down. The bloating is due to swallowing air in the sleep, and that's partly due to no resistance on exhaust. If you've got central sleep apnea, you may have a degree of obstructive sleep apnea, and you need the back pressure while in the exhalation mode. And I've solved this problem by placing an obstruction in the near the exhaust valve, the exhalation valve. And this little obstruction cuts down the diameter to about 4 mil, and all the air I breathe out goes through that small hole, but it slows down expiration enough to stop obstruction while breathing out, and that stops a lot of the bloating. Also, lying on a pillow, lying over a pillow against my abdomen has helped to solve some of the bloating problems. Okay.